Good morning everyone, it's Wednesday the 25th of February. Welcome to another one of Alan's Angling Adventures. On the river again today, and today it's an absolutely glorious day today. It really is, so I've taken the chance to get out here today because they give more rain again later in the week and over the weekend. So I'm glad I've got out here because it looks alright, it don't look too bad at all. It's still over its banks, but it's definitely fishable. You can definitely fish it. And today I'm at Betley Bridge. I'm right by the bridge itself. I'll show you. That's the bridge there, look. That's Betley Bridge, and I am right on the other side of the bank. I've never fished this side of the bank before. I've only fished the opposite side of the bank, where you can get plagued by dogs and that. But hopefully we won't today. You know, fingers crossed anyway. So the tide's dropping, and we're going to be here for a good part of the day today, and I'm using two rods, but I'm going to be concentrating more on one rod than the other, and that's going to be the float rod today, the match rod. I'm going to be using a stick float today on one rod, and link ledger with bread on the other rod. Bait wise, I've got red and white maggots there. I've got my old trusty Warburtons bread there, and a tin of hemp there. And ground bait wise, I've got some Sensas 3000 there, which I've got knocked up, and I've put a few balls out with some hemp mixed in. That's the plan today anyway. On the stick float, to pick up whatever we can. You know, I'll just be grateful for anything. If we can catch some roach or rudd, I'll be over the moon with that. And the other rod I'll stick out downstream further with a bit of bread flake and just put it out, leave it out there. You never know, you might pick a chub up or anything, you know. There is a very, very slim chance of a tench. It's still a bit early, but you know, you never know, you might pick one up because they're on this stretch without any doubt. So that's the plan anyway today. So time wise it's 5 to 10. Andrew's fishing further along the bank down that way. We'll see how he gets on a bit later as well. So let's see how we go. So we're going to be here till, or at least 3 o'clock, might even be 4, and I'm just hoping we can catch a few fish. I'm not expecting loads of fish by any stretch of the imagination, but if we can catch a few I'll be well happy with that. A little bit of good news, well, very good news actually. I got a phone call from the hospital, Worthing Hospital, yesterday, saying that my PSA had come down even further to 0.01, which is very good news. That is very good news. I'm very pleased with that and very happy with that. Yeah, they said that was excellent news. So I just got, what I have to do, I just keep taking these tablets, keep having the injection, which is now every 3 months. And you know, just keep going like that really. But yeah, so that's great news anyway. Right, enough of me waffling on. Let's see if we can catch a few fish today, because it's a glorious day and I want to make the most of it. So let's get going. I'll show you what we've got here in this swim. As I say, I've never fished this side of the bank. I've only fished the opposite side. As I say, you do get plagued by dogs over there, so that's where I've fished before in the past. Before I even started filming, that's where I used to fish, and I've done quite well here in the past. So we've got this tree in front of us here, this dead tree in front of us. Well, it's not a dead tree, I think it's just an overhanging bush or tree in the water there, and then you've got another one over there. Now that tree there that you can see there, it's unbelievable, because that was way down there at one point, right down there. I don't know if you can make Andrew out down there, he's fishing down there, look. Right round the bend where that telegraph pole is, it was down there. If you have a look at my last videos on Betley, it was down there on this side of the bank. It's now been washed all the way up here, and it did get trapped underneath that bridge at one point, but now it's got moved over there. So it can't go under the bridge because the branches are too tall, so it gets trapped, you see. So yeah, so we've got, you know, what I've done, I've ground baited halfway out because there's a ledge down here, about 10 foot out. There's a ledge where the edge of the bank is. So you know, I could get caught up on that, so I've got to be a bit careful because, as I say, it's still over its banks, way over its banks. But it's definitely fishable. It's definitely worth giving it a go. Right, okay, let's get cracking. Yeah, I forgot to say we're fishing 6-pound lines straight through on the link ledger. A couple of SSG shots, and on the other rod, stick float, a 1.25 Drennan stick float, 4-pound mainline and 3-pound free hook length. I'll just stick this one out as a sort of a sleeper rod, because you never know, there's a chance of a chub or something. Put this out the way. Right, let's get cracking on the float. Plumb the depth. I'm fishing off the bottom because of it being over its banks. I don't want to get snagged up, so I'm fishing just off the bottom. We'll try red and white maggot to begin with. It's almost a spring-like day today. It's perfect. That's about where I've got it ground baited. About halfway out. There's not a lot of flow though. I just got a number 8 dropper shot on there as well. Yeah, it's almost a spring-like day today. It's lovely to hear the birds singing, and you know, really is nice. After all the wet weather we've been having. As I say, it's just a window of opportunity really, because it's back to rain again, I think, after today, and it's definitely milder as well. As I say, it's definitely still not as it should be, nowhere near it, but it's, you know, it's a chance to get out. I think it's a case of not being too impatient really today. If I am going to catch anything, it might take a fair while before I start getting bites. You know, I don't know if I get any at all. I do need to get that float out further though. There's no flow in front of me at all. I need to get it over that ledge. That's it. I've been fishing for about 25 minutes, no sign of a bite yet. I don't know if you can just pick up my float just out there. It's just trundling down very slowly. There's not a lot of flow there, but it's just moving. Just got the orange tip look to it. We're exactly an hour gone now, nothing to report. I must say they're not ideal conditions for the stick float really, with the colour of the water. You really want it clearer than this, really. sign of any fish topping or anything yet. I had one bite on the float about 10 minutes ago. As I say, it's just lovely to be out here again though, on the bank, on the river. And I think if I catch, it's going to be a bonus. So in the past, I've always, when I've fished over on this stretch of the river up here by the bridge itself, literally by the bridge, I've always fished over that side of the bank, by that tree there. With you know, I've had quite a bit of success in the past. That was before I started videoing my sessions seriously. Well, I had a tench over there. I've had one or two chub from over there as well. And I've had some nice roach and rudd. Not a breath of wind. Makes a change, doesn't it, from you know, recent days and weeks. All this wind and rain that we've had. It really is a glorious late February day. But no sign of a fish yet. But we'll keep trying. We'll keep seeing if we can winkle something out. Right, summary of what's happening. I've been fishing for about an hour and a half. I haven't had anything here yet. I've just been down to see Andrew and he's had a roach. Nothing of any real size, but he's had a roach. And he's getting bites as well. So that's positive. So there are fish out there. That's further down. Now what I'm going to do here now, I've been fishing for about an hour and a half on the stick float and there's been no sign of anything at all. So I'm going to change my tactics now. I'm going to keep the linked ledger rod out there with a bit of bread flake, but I'm going to put a maggot feeder on this rod, on my match rod, and see if we can pick up anything that way. So I'll get back to you and update you as the session goes on. Right, as I say, change of plan. I've taken the stick float off because nothing was happening on that. So I'll put a maggot feeder on this rod now, and I can switch it to a ground bait feeder if I need to. That's what you have to do, innit? If you're not getting any bites, then something's got to change. As I say, not ideal conditions for the stick float really at all. Colour of the water's not really right for it, but I really fancied having a go. I mean, this might not work. If it doesn't, then I'll change to the ground bait feeder, and I've left my linked ledger rod out there because you never know. Right, let's try that. So I'm fishing 4 pound line straight through, size 14 Drennan fluorocarbon, maxima, 4 pound straight through. Let's see how we get on here. I'll move the camera down a bit, I think. Right, straight away on the maggot feeder. The only trouble with this rod, the second rod I've put out, not a bright tip to it. It's basically a float rod really. Does a bit of a job trying to pick up the bites. There's one there. It's a bite, look roachy. Sort of tapping. In front of that tree. I just had a bite on the maggot feeder, and I just had some taps on the link ledger as well. Looks like it's going to be hard work to try and pick up this first fish of the session if I can get one. Well, at last I've caught. I couldn't get it on the camera. I wanted to make sure I got it in first. Nothing of any real size, but it's most welcome. A roach. There we go. That's on the maggot feeder. So it's paid off to change tactics, you know, because I say the stick float wasn't working. Conditions aren't right for it at all. But magic stuff, so we're away. I don't think we're going to get many today, but we've got one anyway, so we're off the mark with a roach. Brilliant. Right, let's plough on. I will have a bit of dinner in a minute. Maybe we might get a few more bites as the session goes on. Been fishing for about 2 hours and 20 minutes now for that one fish, so it's been hard going. I'm into something here and it's half decent by the sounds of it. That's a nice roach. Yes. Oh, I think it is anyway. Oh, it's a lovely roach. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, brilliant stuff. Of course, it's worth coming up here for. Right, let's get her unhooked. There we go. What a cracking fish. At last, something, you know, half decent. That's on the maggot feed, that's on 3 maggots. I didn't actually see the bite, but you know, it was on there when I struck, so when I started reeling in. So brilliant, that's fish number 2. Yeah, I'm well happy with that. Well happy. There we go. Fish number 2. And that's a nice size, that. I'll be well happy if I can get a few more like that, I'll tell you. Right. I think we'll have our dinner in a minute. When I've fished here in the past over the other side of the bank, I've had some nice roach from this swim. And what I've done now, I've slightly changed things a little bit again. Well, just slightly. I've bought me link ledger rodding because it was more or less in my way really. It wasn't doing anything, and I've learnt from the trace on the maggot feeder. and the bites I'm getting are more or less straight out. I'll be well happy if I can pick up a few more like that, I'll tell you. I've got to be careful though, because there's a snag out there. I got snagged up about half hour ago out there and I lost my maggot feeder. That's about where I cast last time. Thought that felt a better fish. And it's very difficult to pick the bites up with this rod because of the rod tip against the background of that overhanging bush over there, and it's a dark tip to it, so it's not easy. Yeah, it's 1:45 now, so I'm gonna have a bit of dinner and I'll get back to you a bit later, or if anything else happens. I've just been speaking to Andrew again. He's still getting bites, roachy bites, I think. Be careful, there's several snags down here. I just had another bite then. Looked very roachy. Not sure whether it's on there or not. It's not. I'm getting a few bites at least, you know, not loads of bites, but I'm getting a few. Where that tide's dropping, it's quite a fair way down now. Yes. Might be a little small chublet, I'm not sure. I couldn't tell from up here. I'm so far away from it. Oh, look at this, look. Right, okay. Right, disgorger time. Right, there we go. Fish number 3. We're starting to, you know, pick one or two up. I'm not sure, is it a roach? Might be a roach actually, I'm not sure. I think it is. I'm not sure. Anyway, somebody might tell me. I think it is, but there we go. Fish number 3 anyway. Just starting to enjoy it a little bit more now, just a little bit more. And I'm not seeing the bites. I'm not seeing the bites with these fish. Just trying to get it in the same spot now every time. Trying to build up, you know, my swim now with maggots. I think there's something half decent here. I'm not sure what it is. Oh, it's a nice bream. It's a nice bream if I can get it. Oh, brilliant stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, I wasn't expecting one of those today. Well, it's not a bream. Is it yes, it is, yeah. It is a bream. It's a nice bream as well. Right, okay. Oh, lovely stuff. I thought it was the way it was coming to now, but just when I got closer, I wasn't sure. Right, okay. Oh, it's a lovely bream. Okay, let's get her unhooked and I'll show her to you. Well, it's a nice bream of £3.7. £3.7 and I know this is right because I've got a brand new pair of scales, digital ones. Oh, what a slab this is. Okay fella, we'll get you back as soon as we can. Keep still, mate. Look at that, look. God, brilliant stuff. That was unexpected. I wasn't expecting that at all. It was a very slow bite and it came in slow as well. It came in more like a stillwater bream, this one. But brilliant stuff. So a bream of £3.7. Great stuff. I'm really getting the fish in my swim now. I'm getting more bites now. So we've had a few roach, a few small roach and a bream. Right, let's get him back. Chunky fish. Right, okay. Well, that was a bonus. I wasn't expecting a bream today, I tell you. I certainly wasn't. I want it out a bit further than that. I'll wait for those swans to go. It's taken a long time though, a long time to start getting bites. Alright, I was on the stick float this morning, that wasn't working, but even so, it has still taken a fair amount of time, but it's great to see the fish now coming back on the river now. It's a bit dodgy there, there's a snag there. I'll be lucky if I get away with that, still we'll see. Yeah, you have to watch these bites because they're very, very subtle. You hardly notice them. I mean, that did come in like a sack of spuds, that did. I know bream are like that, but I've had river bream before that have come in putting up a little bit more of a fight than what that did. Maybe it's the time of the year, I don't know, but I'm so glad I got it anyway. So what we on? We're on about 3 roach and 1 bream. See, it does get busy on that bridge with cyclists and dog walkers and that, but it is a good swim, this. As I say, I've fished it many times in the past, but only over that side, and I've quite often done well. I've at least caught fish anyway. Yeah, if these rivers can continue to drop between now and when the close season comes round, you know, we can get a few sessions in between. You know, I think that's the way to go. As I say, after today, I think there's more rain in the forecast. It's not good. I think there's a dry day next week, possibly next Tuesday. And if there is, I might take advantage of that, because that's what you've got to do now. Mr. and Mrs. Swan, they've been parading up and down the river every so often. As you can hear, it gets quite busy up there. Well, it's just gone 10 past 2. Situation is I've had 3 or 4 roach and a bream of 3 pounds 7 ounces. Andrew's had about 5 roach up there now. He's had plenty of bites. It's just a question of whether he's been able to hook them or not. So at least we haven't blanked anyway. At least we've caught a few fish. I'm still hoping for something else as well, some more, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We've still got, I'm probably going to give it till 4, half past here, so we've got a couple of hours left to try and get another one, or at least get some more roach or something. But it has gone quiet since I had that bream, I must admit, which was about half an hour ago now, and I haven't had a bite since. But it really is beautiful sitting here on the riverbank. You know, with only, what, 2.5 weeks, roughly 2.5 to 3 weeks left now of the river season. Not long. I'm so glad I came up there, you know, because as I say, there's plenty of time for me to fish a stillwater or something, you know, once the season ends, and you get so little time on the rivers, you know, with the way the weather is now. Best to just get out when you can, really, even if conditions aren't that favourable. There we go, there's a bite. I'm going to switch my phone off. Just had another bite. Started to cast further down now towards the bridge because I wasn't getting anything out in front of me. It's gone pretty quiet out there. Don't think it's on there though. Looked very roachy to me. Try it again down there. I'm afraid the sun is in the lens of the camera now, pointing in that direction, but I hope it's not too bad. I think Andrew's packing up now. Is it 2:45? I want to give it another hour, another good hour anyway. Right, Andrew, you packed up now, have you? Yeah. What did you end up with?
Another couple.
You had another 2 roach?
Yeah.
So what you had, about 7? About 7 roach?
Yeah.
About 7 roach all in all?
Yeah, about 7 all in all.
That was alright, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, Christ, can't grumble at that. You know,
something else to come along, that would be good. But yeah, 6 or 7 fish.
I've only had 1 or 2 bites since I had that bream. I hadn't had virtually anything really. Just had a couple of taps just then, but yeah, since I had that bream, I've had virtually nothing.
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
Yeah, it sort of switches on, then switches off. Well, it did here anyway.
Little shoals of them going through.
Yeah, I expect so.
Pheasant.
What's that, mate?
Made a noise.
Ah. Yeah, I'm going to give it till 4 o'clock. Give it another hour.
Yeah?
I'll give it another hour. Yeah.
Might as well.
Might as well. I'm up here, mate, and it's beautiful. Absolutely. I can't believe how lovely it is. It's a really beautiful day, isn't it? Weather-wise.
Suits me. Come out, spend 4 hours, catch 7 fish, and in the loveliness.
Yeah, yeah. It took me ages though to get bites here though. Ages. About 2 or 3 hours to get a bite.
That's strange. I was getting bites.
Well, I was on the float, mate, to be honest, so that's probably why. So I packed the float away because that wasn't doing nothing. And changed the feeder.
I'm going to freeze my groundbait. So
Yeah.
ready to go.
Yeah, ready to get out again, mate. Get out as much as you can now, Andrew, between now and...
Job is done. Now I'm going to put I'll put the maggots in the garage, and as they turn to casters I'll put them in a little seedy bag and freeze them.
Yeah, why not? I don't know whether these will last till Tuesday. They might do. They might do. I had to get these from Worthing in the end.
Did you?
Yeah, Scotty didn't have any down the square. He would have got some in today, but I wanted them for today, so, and I was in Worthing yesterday, so I picked them up in Worthing. Yeah, prime angling. Yeah, I might try and get out next Tuesday, Andrew, if the weather's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, last time I looked, it's Tuesday looked the best.
Yeah.
But whether that could change in 5 minutes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's a long way off, isn't it?
And I'll be up here again on this stretch anyway, but probably a bit further up, might go further round next time.
Yeah, the next time I come up here will be round the corner.
Yeah.
In those where there's plenty of overhanging stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to cast out as close to that bush as I could, but it's snaggy.
Is it?
Yeah, as I say, I've already lost one maggot feeder over there.
So I'll probably through that road sign back in.
Yeah.
Bloody summer's day, Sydney.
Yeah, it is, mate, and it's beautiful. It really is. You know, don't really want to go. Well, I don't have to go. It won't take long to get back on that bike.
Whizzing back on the old e-bike.
Yeah, just. Bit muddy though. Bit muddy. I'll take it in for a service in May. He said give it 6 months and then bring it in.
Yeah, I've got to do mine this year, I think.
Have you? Yeah.
I haven't serviced it once yet. It's only done 250 miles, really.
Yeah, mine's done about 300 odd.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it will do from my house.
Yeah, I'll get mine done for the...
Yeah, it's a bite. A few taps.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not on there. It's not on there. Or is it? No, it's not. It's not, bugger. They're the sort of bites you've been having though, Andrew, aren't they? They're the sort of bites you've been having, aren't they? Yeah, they're roachy bites.
Feel rattled.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose we're going to get these dogs out.
Yeah, take them for a walk, mate. And it's a nice afternoon for it. Yeah, I'm not casting out far, mate, but well, let us know what's happening on the Facebook, Andrew.
Yeah.
You know, up here.
Yeah, I'll get you on there.
Yeah.
So check out some weathers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'll keep an eye on this thing.
Yeah.
See if it's going up and down, around, or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah. It's so temperamental though, mate, isn't it? This river. You just don't know from one minute to the next what it's going to be like.
As long as the rain stays showery and not constant.
Yeah, it's that persistent rain, isn't it, that
Yeah.
does the damage more than the showers.
There you go. day and a night of constant, and that's it.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if it's heavy. Light showers don't seem to bother it, empties out quick enough.
Yeah.
Still up high.
Oh yeah, it's way over. It's still way over its banks, way higher, you know, higher than what it should be. But you've got to take the opportunity while you can, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, with the days running out now. I know it's not ideal conditions, but otherwise you'll look back at the end of it and think, I wish I'd gone out now, I wish I'd gave it a go, you know.
That's it.
Oh, there's not a breath of wind though, Andrew, is there? Not a breath of wind.
Hmm?
Not a breath of wind. It's absolutely still.
Absolutely still as.
Yeah.
Lovely.
I reckon they could switch on again later. Might even be once that tide comes up, I don't know. I don't know when that tide starts coming up again. It should start turning soon, Andrew, shouldn't it?
It should do. The high tide down shore, I think, is probably about 5.
Ah, well, it won't be coming up yet then.
No. Won't start pushing up here till about 4, I suppose.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
There we go. That was a touch. Bloody annoying because they're not. There's Anne again. Come on, you bugger, take it. No, it's not on there, I don't think. Or is it? No, it's not. They're toying with me now, Andrew. See you later, mate.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I'll catch you on the book.
Yeah, yeah, okay, mate.
We're probably going to get way too hot now cycling though.
Yeah, it's the trouble, mate. You wear all these big coats and that. You sweat, don't you? Yeah.
Right.
See you later, Andrew.
Catch you later.
Yep, see you, mate. I'm still getting 1 or 2 taps again now, but unable to hook them. They look very roachy, but I'm unable to hook them at the moment. Nearly 3:15 now, time wise. They were still on the 3 or 4 roach I think it was, and that nice bream. Andrew ended up with about 7 roach in the end. So we're both well happy that we haven't blanked, you know, and we've caught a few fish. Very happy with that bream, and that second roach I caught was a lovely roach. Now my next session, so there is a chance that next Tuesday could be dry. It might be. Looking at our phones, it's saying Tuesday is a possible dry day next week. If it is, I might try and get up here then. Of course, it's the 1st of March, isn't it, on Sunday. Blimey, time and a half going by quick, innit? Really is. Well, it's 25 to 4. I would have thought the temperatures would have started dropping now, but it's absolutely beautiful. Don't need a coat on at all. It's lovely and warm. It really is. Just had a few more taps just now. There we go, it goes then. It just went then. They're not positive bites. There's definitely something down there. I prefer the weather like this for fishing than when it's hot and sticky in the summer months. This is much better. This is just, you know, just need these river levels to drop now, and the colour just to drop out of it as well a bit, you know, which it will do, hopefully. Been patchy, you know, as I say, it took me a long time to get my first bite, a hell of a long time. But that's probably because I was using the wrong tactics. Stick float was not right for these conditions, you know, not with the colour of the water and that and the flow of the water, but I did want to give it a go. But lucky enough I turned to the maggot feeder, and that's at least got me a few fish, including a nice roach and a nice bream. But since I had that bream, which must be about 2.5 hours ago now, I've probably had about 2 or 3 bites, and they've only been sort of knocks and taps. I've had nothing. Well, it's 4:15. I'm continuing to get bites, but I can't hit them. I just cannot hit them. It's really frustrating. There we go, it's another one. It's a right rattle, that was. I've tried taking them as soon as I've seen the bite, and I've tried leaving it. I've tried adjusting the hook length, but it still don't make any difference. Yeah, the old sun's just slowly disappearing now behind the trees in front of me. And those temperatures now are starting to drop a bit. I would like to get one more fish before I go, no matter what size or what species. It would be nice to get one more. There we go again, that right rattle. Well, the camera won't pick it up because the rod tip is so dark, this particular rod. And what with the background as well of the tree in front of me. Haven't had no chub bites today though, I can safely say that. They've all been sort of roachy type bites, apart from the bream that I had. Now I'm looking to get in another couple of sessions before the close season, if I can. I'm going to take these maggots back with me because I've got a lot left over. And see if I can keep them. See if they'll keep till maybe next Tuesday or something. Not looking like we're going to get anything else now, but I'll give it another quarter of an hour. Where's a bite? That was a bite, that was a pull forward, that was. Oh, this is so blooming frustrating. Still there. No, it's not on there. It's not on there. Not on there. It's still there. Something still there. That was a rattle. That's really been the story really of this afternoon. Of these, you know, not loads of bites, but you know, the occasional bite. But since that bream, unable to take any of them. I'm very reluctant to pack up yet, in case I can get one more. It's still there. Still there. No. No chance. Ah, we have. Hey, we have. And what is it? Oh, it's a little roach. Blimey. It's a small one as well, the smallest one of the session. But at least it's a fish. At least it's a fish. There we go, look. Smallest one of the session, little roach. So that was the culprit, or one of them anyway. Right, I'm not going to give up yet, I'm going to keep going. Keep going for a little bit longer. Well, at least it was another fish. So that's about 4 roach I've had now, and a bream. It's been a hard slog, but at least we've had a few fish on the river, which is, you know, which is good news. If my camera's picking it up on my phone, but some bubbles down there, could be bream. Don't know if it's picking them up at all. Definitely fish feeding down there. Might be worth a cast. Let's see. I'm going to pull in and put it down there and see if there's any chance of whatever it is. It definitely looks like fish feeding to me. Right. Make this the last one now. Definitely the last one. I'm going to take the chance trying to cast it out a little bit further and risk getting snagged up. Right, the last one. Not as far as I wanted it, but it'll do. It'll do for the last one. Right, this really is it now. 4:25, the light's starting to fade now. And it's starting to get cold in now, as temperatures are starting to drop now. I've been fishing here since 10 o'clock, so I've had a good 6.5 hours. What's been a very, very pleasant day's fishing. Really, it was the bream that's made it all worthwhile. Really made it really good. Wasn't expecting a bream today. I just had another bite. One more, just one more. It's so addictive, isn't it? It really is. One more. I'm going to pack my maggots away now, whatever happens. I mean, they weren't clonking bites, but they were bites. Enough to want to keep me here. Well, I'm continuing to get bites. I still won't go yet. I still keep casting out with the same maggots on there. I keep getting bites. I can't hook them. So frustrating, really. Don't think it's anything of any size, but they're fish anyway. Well, those temperatures are dropping now. It's still there. Whatever it is, it's still there. It looks roachy. And that's where I'm getting all my bites, is straight out opposite that, but right, you know, I'm casting a bit nearer the bush now. I'm taking a gamble that I don't get snagged up, because there are roots down there. And it's still there. In the past, when I fished over from the other side of the bank, I've had one or two chub from just in front of that bush over the far side. And there's still plenty of light. She's still there, she's still there. Fish, just give me one more. Well, it's 10 to 5 now. I finally decided to call it a day. I ended up with, what was it, 4 or 5 roach and 1 bream of 3 pounds 7 ounces. So cracking bream, that really was a nice bream. So all in all, I'm really pleased with what I caught. I had a lot of bite, quite a few bites this afternoon, on and off, but was unable to hook a lot of them. You know, a lot of them were sort of those snatchy bites that you get, but you can't hook them. Mostly roachy bites, I think. So all in all, not a bad day's fishing, considering that the river's still over its banks, even though it is dropping now. I'm hoping that within a week's time, it will have got down to the right levels, and the colour of the water still needs to go from it. You know, it's still got a bit of too much colour to it. But once that starts to happen, then I think it's going to fish quite well. And hopefully we can get out here again next week, because I say there is the odd day next week when I think we should be able to fish it with a bit of luck anyway. I'm looking at next Tuesday, but we'll wait and see on that one. Yeah, so just one more recap. I ended up with 4 or 5 roach, a bream of 3 pounds 7 ounces, and you ended up with about 5 roach, I believe. 5 or 6 roach. And all in all, not a bad day's fishing at all. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I certainly enjoyed fishing up here today, and what's been a really lovely February day, you know, with the lovely sunshine and all that lot. It's been really gorgeous, a really gorgeous day. Not hardly a breath of wind, which makes a change. And I'll see you. I hope you enjoy your own angling. I'll put that in. Hope you enjoy your own angling. Thank you for subscribing to my fishing videos and pressing the like button. And I'll see you again on the next one. Bye for now.